Voss, Speros here, Greek out of Medicare. Medicare's all Greek to you. You're in luck. I'm Greek. So the question today is, can I drop from a provider helping someone out get some equipment, right? Can the client drop their plan, their secondary plan, to get original Medicare to have access to this piece of equipment? So I'm like, well, what is their secondary plan? So this might be a long one. This might a little bit of this misconfusion here, misinformation. People think a secondary plan is a Medicare Advantage plan. Medicare Advantage plan is more of a replacement plan because they're replacing traditional Medicare for an Advantage plan, Medicare Part C, an insurance carrier that offers Part A and B under them. So a secondary plan is more of a supplemental plan, a plan G, plan N, kind of those. So they have a secondary plan of United Healthcare Advantage. I'm like, well, that's an Advantage plan. Okay. If they drop it mid-year, then they resort back to original Medicare, which is fantastic, right? You get all kinds of benefits with that. But they have a physical ailment that they need this specialized equipment for. And they're like, well, how long is the underwriting process for the secondary plan? I'm like, there is no underwriting process for the secondary plan. You have a physical ailment that they're not going to cover. So the secondary plan, the plan G, you kind of have to be healthy for that. Middle of the year, if you drop your Advantage plan and expect to get one of those, don't. I mean, maybe apply for one first to see if you get approved or denied. If you get approved, you might get rated and have, a high bill premium. But if you're just 90 days out of a skilled nursing, you're getting denied on that one. So if you go through the hospital and the skilled nursing and you want to get one of those for your home health, no, you can't have that. It's kind of like getting life insurance on your deathbed. It just doesn't work out that way. So on the secondary plan, if they drop their back to the 80-20, and I'm like, well, now the client, they need to understand that if they, whatever you charge them, they're going to have to pay 20% of that. And if they go back to the hospital or something goes wrong, they're going to pay 20% of that. So why drop a plan in the middle of the year? So the provider can bill more. A lot of the times it happens with skilled nursings. They will get somebody coming from the hospital, drop the plan so they can bill straight Medicare because the reimbursement rate is higher. Is that best for the client? No, because on an Advantage plan, you get 20 days. On the skilled nursing, you get 20 days, and then you have a copayment for the next 40 days. They get you for the 20 days, they get a higher reimbursement rate. You still get only 20 days. So really, it's not for you, it's for them on that point. And then when you get out of the skilled nursing, then you have to go back on an Advantage plan, if you can. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It just depends on the situation, right? You don't want to be caught in that. You don't want to be needing health care, and all of a sudden you have to go back to the hospital, and now you've got $1,600 for that, plus your Part B. Boom. $20,000, because hospitals are expensive. So always look into all your options. See what the provider takes on the Advantage side. Maybe you can adjust your plan in the middle of the year depending on whatever your situation is. There's all kinds of special election periods that help out. So you never know what is available to you unless you do a Medicare review. But just be careful. People say, oh, they have a secondary plan and we're going to drop this and we're going to add another secondary plan because it's better. Okay, well, what plans are we talking about here? So if you are confused about Medicare at all, then give us a call and be more than happy to come out and explain it in a little bit more time frame and a little easier to understand. That was a quick one for what it was. If you have any questions, let us know. Have a good night.